there's a couple things that you are going to be needing for the project, and here are some optional things. I have a list in the description below and a pattern for the design of the box. If you guys are interested in it, all you have to do is click on that link. I took the hardware off of my box that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I put wood fill in it. I let it dry and then I sanded it so that it would be nice and smooth. And then I applied some stain all over the box on the inside of it and on the bottom of it. I also drew the design on the front of it, and then I put the stain over it, but you couldn't quite see it, so I had to redraw it. And then I filled in the question marks with gold paint, gold metallic paint I got at Hobby Lobby, and it has a slight texture to it which will help when you do the dry brush technique at the end. And I added about 2 to 3 coats of that to my box. And then the same with the hinge color. It's a dark brown paint that I had on hand, and I did 2 to 3 coats of that. After that dried, I added mustard yellow paint, and I did about 2 coats of that. Then I added about, 2 to 3 coats of the glow paint over the yellow. And then I took a Sharpie marker and I outlined the hinges on there to give it a little added dimension. Then I took my drill and finishing nails and I pre-drilled holes, and then I dipped my finishing nails in wood glue and I poked them through the holes. It is very important to pre-drill the holes very gently or else it will split the top of your box, so you want to be very careful when you are doing that. Then I took some black paint and a dry brush, and you want the brush to be dry and you don't want to get too much paint on it or else it'll get too saturated. And then you want to go over the whole box with that. The hardware, the finishing nails, the question marks, everything. And then I paid special attentions like where you would grab the box, along the bottom, along the sides. I gave it a little extra black paint so that it would look more worn in those spots. Once that is finished, I trimmed some of the nails down with these plier things. I don't know what they're called. My dad has them in his workshop, and they snip the nails, maybe, I don't know what they're called, but they snip them really nicely. And then I took pliers and a hammer and I bent them over so there wouldn't be a sharp, blunt edge on them. Then when you're finished with that, you want to add about 2 more coats of that glow paint over the black that you just added to it so that it's got like plenty of glow action going on. And then once you're done with that, you're going to get some rope. This is all optional at this point. I had some rope and I'm like, oh, that would look awesome for the handles. So I went ahead and decided what length I wanted for the handles, cut the rope, and then I found a drill bit that was about the same size of the ends of the rope, and I carefully drilled the hole in the ends of the box. Then I used a paintbrush and I shoved the ends of the rope into the box, and then I tied it in a knot. Now you're going to want to take a hot glue gun, and just for added like safetiness, I put a dollop of hot glue on top of the bent over nails just to make sure like it wouldn't prick anybody. So that is what I did, and I also used hot glue to secure the rope handles on the box. Then when you have that finished and your hot glue is set, your box is done and you have an amazing Call of Duty mystery box.